1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Normally I want to tackle a video with something really funny to set up the premise to be another goofy video made by a goofy guy. Something like,
as the wind whips round, I take a breath for victory.
This time around, I have to go down memory lane. And like a bitter ex who realized she fell in love with a douchebag, it took me 6 years to realize I too fell in love with a cash grab all this time. Anime games were a prevalent genre in Roblox, mostly RPGs and bandit beaters who allow children to buff their main syndrome to the moon and beat each other's ass up. With flashy, over-the-top moves and models that took over a year to develop. And that shit works! As someone who used to be in the target audience for this game, the dopamine surge is real. And how objectively terrible most of these bandit beating anime games are! Looking back as a man now, I realize most of these devs hop on the trend just because it was a guaranteed moneymaker, and milk it to the best of their ability without thinking of much else. It's like building an easy, cheap wooden bridge to the finish line instead of iron bars and metal to sustain it. I never had a problem with this decision though. If targeting a susceptible demographic for easy pickings and feel the urge of linking a hot shit cash grab with doo-doo mechanics is all you want, then go ahead. Who am I to judge, right? But now, after this monstrosity, we've got problems! I'm gonna hold the nastiest agenda against cash grabs and games made for kids from now on after what I've seen in this establishment!
Raise your
We're on violence timing right now. Might as well dissect the update that forever ruined the rep, the trust, and single-handedly made me think... Yup, the end. That's the final nail. The Dragon Updates! Update. Yo, who let my man enter the recording booth? For starters, this update made us wait a whole year! Yup, a whole year, baby! Just for the player base to get out of their minds! You see, they promised a complete overhaul of a power that lets you turn into a dragon. Naturally speaking, the kiddos are stoked, and saved up dragons through trading or bought it permanently for $50, so that they can switch to dragon anytime they want. It'd just be common sense to let the kids experience the dragon when it drops. I mean, they always did this. So, what did they do? They took away all the dragons! All the perms, all the physical fruits, and replace it with shitty ass tokens.
You'd want a win token.
What the fuck, man? Mind you, some people store dozens upon dozens of these just to get a whiff of this dragon rework. It costs $50. I'm not personally affected since I didn't spend no dimes on this game or actively trading for dragon, but holy shit, can you imagine how much these kids are seething? Oh yeah, just to get hit in the face with a paywall? And how trash must you be to even have 10-year-olds? The very audience you're trying to cater to rage quit. Scams are everywhere, man. Telling kids this might be difficult. So the pressure is on those who are responsible. Please be cautious. I mean, vacuum seal tight for scams like these. Blast the shit out of them as well to deter more of these pop in the future. You had the government and social media platforms go berserkers over responsibilities you have. Now the AI craze is so worrying, even limits like 90% of YouTube videos? Nah, being a content creator is not for the weak, man. The devs eventually let up, but here's the catch. For those who had one perm, they allow you to select between the two variations of dragons. To have full access, you still have to buy it. You gotta be tight as hell right now if you put all the effort to stack up per dragon, just for them to be converted to tradable tokens that can only be tradable on January 7th, which segues into the main point of this entire ordeal. They know! Oh, they know damn well what they're doing. The fact these tokens had a separate UI and a sort-out system shows that they thought this through. Before they compensate the dragons, they made sure to talk about the tokens first. They didn't even provide the compensation immediately. If these kids haven't rebelled, God knows will they even ever implement anything really.
We know this wouldn't have happened if Blox wasn't forced to rush in the last minute. Anyway, stay tuned for more news.
Long story short, I won't say who, what, or why we had to, but Blox Fruits had to release the update sooner than anticipated. And so, Blox Fruits was rushed into releasing an unprepared update. But yeah, Blox Fruits was rushed very last minute, so rash decisions had to be made without well put together thought into it. And well, after it was done, it led to outcomes that Blox Fruits didn't really have time to really fully expect to happen. And yeah, everyone got pissed.
Ya Allah, bro, with all due respect, you had a whole fucking year! What can possibly rush you, mate?
I'm prepared after a year, right?
Maybe the admins don't really know anything, but if they have dignity, they should have been gone. You had the sack to stoop this low when you're already millionaires and knowing that players will buy your shit just to get what they rightfully owned back. And I'm going so hard on the scam that I forgot there's other additions to this update as well. Sorry, I fear that I might actually pass out after this recording. They added a new system that this entire update revolves around. Fair enough, until you realize there is a 12-hour wait for every 3 quests. Reminder, you need to complete at least 5 to proceed to the new content.
Nah!
Already you have to spend 12 hours doing nothing before jumping back in.
Stay.
And after completing 6 easy quests, here's what you can do. You collect stuff to upgrade your fighting style. I'm sure it'll be a 500 mastery. To even start the belt quest, you need to grind 500 mastery to get to the dojo and experience the update. Volcano Island. Travel here to get all the materials for the new stuff. There is just one issue. You can search for hours upon hours and you still wouldn't find it. Yep, it's RNG based, but no worries. Once you find it, you do the minigame, get the items and craft the weapons. Right? Just have to do that at least 3 times, because you can only grab 1 egg per island, and you need 3 to craft both weapons. I'm sure that wasn't intentional, right? So by doing the math and meshing it with my in-game experience, it takes you at least 40 to 1 hour just to acquire these weapons. Oh, and these weapons are also required for something else. Race. Basically an extra perk that offers you niche buffs. To acquire this one in particular, you go to the Volcano Island. Duh. Actually, you know what? I'll put a counter for the times I had to go to Volcano Island up here. It was 4, I think. After unlocking the race, you'd like to evolve it to the next stages, which you collect by killing NPCs here. Simple enough. But of course you have to make it frustrating by adding a 10 to 15 minute cooldown for each flower. You need 5 of these! Almost 1 hour wasted to upgrade 1 stage. Let's say you can multitask everything and just wanted to evolve Dragon to the next stages. And the V3 stage is also pretty easy, which is to defeat a boss, whose spawn rate is totally not RNG based. The true beast is V4. Clocking you up real quick to this V4 thing, it's literally a standard. PvPing without V4 is kinda like Liverpool not using the Coutinho money to buy Van Dijk and Alisson. Which is why this process is so fucking shit-toast painful. Remember those weapons I've said above? Yeah, you need both the sword and the gun to be 500 mastery. Yep. Why? For the quest itself, you need a specialized boat and find the frozen dimension to fight the boss in it. Which, you guessed it, yet another RNG-based sea event that can take you hours to find. Take the heart.
Miss.
And travel a whole last 10 minutes to the island, activating the trials.
Y'all didn't witness any of it, but I spent 7 hours looking for a Leviathan, boys. 7 hours.
Shit! Again! Guys, you man are dickheads, blood.
You wouldn't be happy.
You know I'm not happy, fam, because come on, blood. Do you know how bad it is? Last night I chatted to my mum, yeah? My mum's wanging in. Is she mad? Is she mad? Seriously, mum, I love you, but big man ting. I don't know what you're drinking in that tea, you know. But yo, Because she said to me, she's trying to defend him. You cannot defend this no more, blood. It's undefendable, fam. Every fucking year. Travel here for this fucking shit. Again.
The trial itself is done at the volcano island, of course. Basically a timed mission of bringing 3 lanterns to the top, with the catch of disabling every ability. No skills, no mobility, no teleportation, no sky jump, just fly up and jump twice. And also there's lava every once in a while that sends you right back down if you don't stand still. You can see why this is frustrating for people, and for me too. Lucky that I can use the super jump glitch before it got patched, but even that took me a couple tries. I remember flopping onto the ground after unlocking the transformation and my mom asked me what's wrong. It was that exhausting. It's not fun at all! And of course, in true Blox Fruits fashion, you had to do this 5 times to max out the V4 henshin. You had to find the island 5 times! It takes hours to find one! You cannot defend this no more, blood! And you know what didn't help? The fact that this V4 was mid at first! It was bogus! What the f— That's pretty much it. An in-depth sight into this update, and all I can see is groaning, moaning, yelling, gurgling, or whatever noises you can do with this. Maybe that 12-hour break was justified, because even you know that this update doesn't have much to it. So you drag it out the most you can. The update after that was the gravity update, and you know what? I give them props for the upgrading system they give to the outdated fruits. Except for one problem that I'll let you guess. Yeah, that's fucking right. You need 500 mastery again to fully upgrade. What is this fetish with the number 500? And to think that it took them 4 months to add this. And it's been yet another 3 months since then. Which takes it up to the script of this video. And you know what is absolute peak? This is the fucking trend for them now. A series of overhyped, underperforming updates, and broken promises.
Alright, so we're also planning to add a lot of RPG aspects to the game, so listen. There's gonna be more side quests, so imagine NPCs walking around with random side quests. That's literally what's gonna be happening. There's gonna be side quests in every sea, so C1, C2, and C3, which allows everyone to have an enjoyable experience. And then we're not removing any of the old quests, we're just adding on more side quests that you can complete on your journey, becoming the king of Blox, you feel me? Also, while you're exploring the new map, there might be some puzzles and stuff that you complete on the way as well. If you're smart enough to complete these puzzles, man, you're gonna get special rewards. Instead of only being able to trade fruits, you're also able to trade items and other stuff you find along the way, such as accessories.
Why do you announce complete reworks of the game to get the player base riled up? Just to say, hey, you know what? We're not applying it because it's not up to standard. 2 years later! Why? I won't hammer home the points of all the channels highlighted, like bots, unbalanced PvP, account shop spam, overpricing game passes, shitty RNG plague mechanics, and of course, the cuck-fuck atrocious excuse of a progression system. Seriously. 2,650 levels of bandit fucking beating? If your real gameplay starts at level 700 and the most released and anticipated stuff is at level 1500, I'm sorry. That's a doo-doo type of progression. The fact that you need to bandit beat for an hour to experience updates every time. Like, you have to grind for like 1 hour just to get what you want. It's not like 50 minutes, it's not like 30 minutes. Like, you get what I'm saying, bro. And those hackers, oh man. Normally I trash the player base for the hackers and shit, and not the game, but come on. Can you even blame them? If this is the type of shit you gotta play through? Hey, give me something good, please! Okay, so I haven't played in a while, so this is gonna be whack. Let me check my inventory real quick. Swords, guns, fruits, accessories, and other stuff. Yup. And you know what the craziest part about this is? In 5 years of playing this game, so much. Just don't play it. This game's obviously built for kids and it ain't for you, buddy, so get lost.
And my response to that is, and always will be, shut your fucking mouth.
I don't want to sound like those haters who criticize just to criticize or because it's the trend, or just saying that this game is boring without much insight. The game is one of the most successful on Roblox, with like practically infinite budget and a capable dev team. Is it really hate to ask for more? You can start off as a bandit beater, sure, but as the game grows, you have to grow with it. If the game grows and you don't, sooner or later you fell off. 90% of the Blox Fruits haters used to be ride or die with this game. So if we truly hated you, we would have left you to have some tea with the dinosaurs. They had their downfall coming, but the games that caused its downfall is even worse. Grow a flipping garden, steal a brain rot, and Forsaken. Yeah, I think I'm moving out of Roblox for this one. They don't take Roblox serious for a reason. Net Cafe is floated by Grow a Garden, popped up in the mall too. 21 mil CCU, comparing to Fortnite's 14 mil. And still nobody's taking it seriously. I just don't sit with games that are catered towards children well. And it doesn't just stop at, it's not my audience. It's because the fact that instead of pouring their heart into passion projects that have soul, they think of how to make the best microtransactions, the most predatory gacha mechanics, and premium payout farms inside of objectively not good games to capitalize on a demographic that's as mature as a garden bean. And yes, that comparison is 100% intentional. If the vid actually reaches the Blox Fruits devs, if you're looking to prove me wrong, stop ignoring these concerns and admit it for once! Stop the broken, flashy abilities that takes 1 year to make just for the player to appreciate it for only 10 minutes! And hitting the notes that actually matter! That goes to you too, San fucking Tito! You're next on the chopping block, buddy! If they don't do that, it justifies my crash out. I've been playing this game since update 3.5, when I stumbled across Blox Fruits. They had weekly updates, when they actually used 3 months wisely for their first major expansion, when I watched tutorial after tutorial to get all the shit I can, but Mochi's still the best fruit there is, when they had double names, where I struggled and raised in one swift arm motion away from having my ass spanked for a broken phone. Back when Asher was the #1 guy tutorial-wise, since he's on the mark every time. Back when all our battles are actually fun and strategic. The rush where I hit a full-on string combo. Back when the concern is just speculating what fun fruits they're gonna add in next. Back when they did polls to decide the next fruit. Back when the communication was actually present. Back when I watched the Blox Fruits meme vids from Dagrock. Brother, all these memories may as well be from a different game at this point. Now it's just a mastery grinding, bandit beating, brain cell reducing loop that serves one and one purpose only. To drag out the game and make people stay as long as possible. In the process making the games painful, slow, dull, redundant, boring, and hollow as shit. Where did it all go wrong? Look at how they baby Charlie his way through, dog. Yeah, nice fucking try, Uzot. Pretty sure that PR move is definitely not set up after the whole dragon scam, am I right, fellas? There is no passion, there is no vision, there is no aggression, there is no fucking mindset in this football club. I mean game. Nothing is there! I'm so sorry for the disgruntled and bitter attitude. It's my fault I fell victim to this game in the first place. The child I was will sing its praise all the livelong day, log on every day to see the stock. We're always keen on asking what level are you when you're playing Roblox. Looks forward to every single new edition. Get excited for the trailers and won't stop flexing on my sister about it. And now, knowing that this game has let the boy down just makes me really livid. There's one thing you can take away from me venting about a game that hopefully, genuinely hopefully, has no relevance to you. Beware. If a game, or anything really, pushes you around like a shopping cart, call them out. Game's too grindy, call them out. Mechanics are all RNG, call them out. Scamming children out of millions of dollars? Call them out. Don't be afraid of all the rabid kids that come at you defending this crap. In fact, document them. Show the world that this is the type of specimen this game is catering towards. Just don't be a pushover. It's fine that you still like the game. Like, I have no beef with any other diehard Blox Fruits fans. Trust me, I used to be one. I couldn't care less if this is your favorite game or something. But I'm done lying to myself that this game is the shit a long time ago. The game is objectively fucked.
My melody